Everyone who's putting money into the network has the conviction and the belief that fiat money is doomed. They understand that no fiat money has ever survived. They've all gone to zero over 300 years. They know that all the scam coins are scams. They're all going to be classified as securities. Again, here in El Salvador, the president made these new security laws that differentiate clearly between Bitcoin and everything else. Everything else is a security per this new law. Okay, so if you're an American and you're confused because your government and your regulators are not providing you with enough education, leave America. Move to El Salvador.
When you say record
people are
amount
free
of money
here. People
are going into
the economy
network.
is growing here. The president is working for the population. If you're living in a country like in America where the political class and the elite and the media are openly attacking you and undermining you and trying to disenfranchise you, bankrupt you, and unemploy you, leave. Get out. Take your Bitcoin and just leave. There's no reason to complain.
It's not easy.
You're only here once.
But people have, it's not easy for everyone to just pack up.
Now, y'all hear that, right? What he's saying is the truth, and what she's saying is not just that easy for everybody to just pack up and go.
And leave. I'm sure a lot of folks would love to do that.
But see, the thing is, though, when you think about it, what do refugees do? You got refugees all over the planet. You got people over there in Venezuela, Africa, Bangladesh, you know what I'm saying? Everywhere on the globe, or the flat earth, whatever, the cube, the prison, flatland, whatever. There's people all over. And there's war all over. And some people get up and leave. Mexican people across that border, Mexico, walking over hot deserts, you know what I mean? Just to get over here and probably get gang stalked or either become a gang stalker. Because you know they grip up those foreigners. You best believe that. It's easy to get the foreigners to get down with the national security. You either get down with this program, put on that red shirt, drive that red vehicle or that white vehicle, or the silver, or the black. Make sure you put that orange hat on, that orange shirt and the orange sneakers and the orange drawers. And you going outside every time that see that guy across the street, you make sure you synchronize with him for the rest of your fucking life. That's what you do. If you don't do that, you're going to have to go on back to Mexico or Africa or wherever. So they definitely using this is like bribery. You know what I mean? You know, people like that, they can go ahead and wave that freedom flag. that you know what I'm saying? If you want to stay over here, you got to do this. Other people that got good jobs, you want to keep this good job, you got to do this. It's almost like that COVID-25 shot. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That jabby. So, you want to keep that job? All right, roll your sleeves up. So, it's definitely on some shit like what my man was just saying on the previous video.
Revelations chapter 13, verse 16. Quote, "All people, small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, were forced to have a mark. Without the mark of the beast, it was impossible to buy or sell anything." Now, some might take this Bible verse to be a prophetic warning about digital ID. As it so happens, digital ID is about to be rolled out around the world, and it's more evil than anyone could have imagined, except perhaps the author of Revelations, that is. So today, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about digital ID and when it will be coming to your country. Not to be dramatic or anything, but this may be the most important video you'll ever watch.
You already know Gang Stalker Simulation is the important video to watch.
Let's start with a definition of digital ID so
Maybe here's second.
we're on the same page. A digital identity is a digital way of proving that you are you. In other words, digital ID
Is that the chip, y'all? Is that the mark of the beast? What John was talking about in the book of Revelations?
is a digital version of the physical IDs that many of us have, be that a national ID card, a health card, driver's license, or passport. Like physical IDs, a digital ID is issued or accredited by the government and requires basic biometric information to create. Biometric information includes any physical attributes that are unique to you, such as your face, your fingerprint, or your iris, the colored part of your eye. Unlike physical ID documents, a digital ID is stored on an electronic device such as your phone or computer. However, all the data about your digital ID is technically stored by the government or by whichever private company the government has contracted for this purpose. This is a small but significant detail because it means that digital ID systems are extremely centralized and ultimately outside of your control. The government or private company which issues the digital ID has the power to make changes to your digital ID without your consent, including
Ain't that some shit? Y'all hear that?
deleting it. Although the government or company which
Hold up,
issues
hold
your
up.
physical ID has the power to make the government or private company which issues the digital ID has the power to make changes to your digital ID without your consent, including deleting it.
Now that right there, when this shit come about, this digital ID, because see what's gonna happen, they're gonna eventually collapse that dollar. I'm trying to tell you, it's gonna happen eventually. It has to happen. You see what I'm saying? They just, delaying it right now. I mean, but whenever this digital ID, currency, crypto probably, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? The cryptocurrency, digital ID, whatever the fuck they got in store, it's really not going to be for our own good. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to come to a time just like the movie with Justin Timberlake in Time. You know what I'm saying? When they had the digital ID was inside their damn body. It was inside their arm. So their currency was their time. So the person that had the most time had basically the most wealth, the most currency. You see what I'm saying? And just like what my man just said right here, when it comes to that, they want to have all power and all control over it, over your digital ID, to the point where if they don't want you to work, or if they can just deactivate your ID, it won't be nothing you can do. So when this day and time come, we're gonna see who's the real ones and who's the fake ones. Because remember the scripture he just read: rich or poor, small or great. You know what I'm saying? Won't be able to buy or sell. So when you see motherfuckers out here when this digital ID, because you already see what they're doing to the target individuals. We're like ahead of time right now. You know what I'm saying? The ones that's being gang stalked, we like eons away. The other people, they got to play catch up to us. I mean, that's the reason why the conscious community, they still talking about who built the pyramids and shit. They like left behind. You know what I mean? They gotta catch up. They rather debate about stupid shit instead of talk about what's really going on right now and what do our future look like. And this affects everybody, not just me, not just you, but everybody, the whole planet, because everybody's connected to the grid, and everybody use currency. And now they taking the dollar gonna be gone, and this is gonna be your new currency, which is gonna be digital. And whenever they choose to deactivate it, they can do it.
Although the government ID without your consent, including deleting it. Although the government or company which issues your physical ID has access to the same personal information, making changes to your physical ID requires physically confiscating it from you. This is obviously much more difficult to do than changing a few of your settings in a digital ID system. However, The biggest difference between physical IDs and digital IDs is that there are multiple different types of physical IDs, each with their own issuing institution or authority. With a digital ID, your national ID card, your health card, your driver's license, your passport, and even your bank card are all rolled into one. While digital ID systems are only just starting to be rolled out, the research and development so far suggests that your digital ID will be connected to absolutely everything. It'll be linked to the assets you own. It'll be integrated into voting systems, and it could even be required to access the internet. Now, advocates of digital...
It can even be required to access the internet. So we're going to see. We're going to see who the real ones is. Because it's going to come to a time when I'm not even going to be able to make videos no more. You know what I'm saying? They about to shut shit the fuck down. So we're going to still see who the real ones is, because the people that you're going to still see living their life, you know what I'm saying, partying, dancing all in the videos, you know what I'm saying, you know, want to be seen all the video. You know what I mean? Those are the ones, you know. Now I want to see who gonna be the real ones. I want to know all these people, all these intellectual people like Black Magic and Billy Carson. I've watched all them cats, Red Pill, Blue Pill. I want to see when this day and time come, because they always talk a lot about, you know, the future and, you know, getting with this crypto and becoming financially independent and everything. And look, I want all that too. But if this is where if this is where the world is headed, then, you know, if it comes, like you ever know, basically this digital ID is the mark of the beast, pretty much. You see what I'm saying? The digital ID is going to be the mark of the beast, which I believe the mark of the beast is already here anyway, because it's like they already practicing it on the target individuals anyway, as far as the mark of the beast, because, you know, they fuck with your employment anyway. So it's like they already, you know, they already messing with my money. You see what I'm saying? But just giving me a hard time to even find employment and stuff like that. So that's just the beginning phase of you can't buy or sell. If you're a real target, you know what I'm talking about. I shouldn't have to elaborate on that. Elaborate. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, if you want to check out this guy, he got a lot of subscribers, man. 2.18 mil, man. Coin Bureau. So I just found him. This shit just popped up. I mean, what he was saying, it's a pretty long video. It's like 30 minutes, you know what I'm saying? So if you want to check him out, you can check him out. But, you know, these people, trust me, I don't know if he's an agent. I don't know. But the one that I do know is what he's saying is truth.
Digital ID insist that these systems will make everything more efficient, more inclusive, and, of course, much safer. However, it should be clear by now that digital ID systems have the power to become more evil than anything any religious text could have possibly predicted.
Damn right.
Besides making changes to your actual digital ID, the government or private company would have the power to prevent you from purchasing goods or accessing services, including all of those I just mentioned. In short, a digital ID system would be one of total top-down control with no escape. And it's a system that every single country will be rolling out in the coming years. Now, a single country, no escape. And it's a system that every single country will be rolling out in the coming years, those I just mentioned. In short, a digital ID system would be one of total top-down control with no escape. And it's a system that every single country will be rolling out in the coming years. It's a system that every single